All right, so here's the headline. Cease and desist letter sent to Project Veritas board by major donors as James O'Keefe's future with the company is in peril. So let's do a quick recap of what led us to this. So, in an absolute shock move, the board of Project Veritas placed James O'Keefe on paid leave. Yes, James O'Keefe, the founder of Project Veritas, the person that everybody considers to just be Project Veritas, as in they're nothing without him. Well, it looks like there's a coup afoot, an attempt to try and oust him from his own organization. So what precipitated this action by Project Veritas Board of Directors was a letter written to the board by, I believe it was 16 employees. And let's take a look at this note here. The opinions, data shared, and anecdotes were compiled by 1/3 of the Project Veritas staff, representing every department. Not all signed this letter, but all had compelling reason to contribute. Well, why didn't they sign the letter then? Why didn't they all sign the letter then? Some signatories have not been the subject of abuse nor witnessed any abuse, but found the corroborated behavior troubling and were willing to sign. So not only not all of them signed, but some of the ones that did sign, how many we don't know, did not witness anything and didn't experience anything untoward from James O'Keefe. So not getting off to a good start, is it? And going through this, it's just stuff like this. James has become a power-drunk tyrant, and he is exactly who he pontificates on who we should be exposing. Let's see, a couple of employees left because they were abused and overworked. They're claiming that James called one of them a pussy, and the other one heard him say it. This is like elementary school. This is pathetic. Here it says that we've all been on the receiving end of unnecessary, seemingly intentionally humiliating and outright cruel behavior. Yeah, but they don't actually describe any of this beyond he called somebody a name, which I guess we just have to take on trust. Let's see, it says here he took a pregnant woman's sandwich. This whole thing, it just seems to come down to he was mean and he took somebody's sandwich. And it's also strange that this should come right after their biggest story ever, the Pfizer story. Having a Pfizer executive on camera talking about creating different strains of a certain virus to experiment on, which is maybe kind of a bad idea considering the last 3 years. So this is happening right afterwards. It kind of makes me wonder. It seems like a little bit of a coincidence. It makes me wonder if there might be, huge global companies out there. Like what would be a giant, huge global company? Like Pfizer, for instance. Pfizer's one of those, right? That's a company with extremely questionable ethics. They did have to settle the biggest fine ever levied, right? For unethical behavior. Amongst, obviously many other things we found out since. But a company like that, not that company. I'm not saying that company. I'm saying a company that was like that, say, in theory, I wonder if they might be able to bring an enormous amount of pressure and leverage to bear on people that they don't like, people that are embarrassing them, maybe. I just wonder with their unlimited wealth and power, if they might be able to get people to do things, persuade people. I don't know. It's just speculation. If a company like that, not Pfizer, I'm not saying Pfizer, definitely not. I'm just saying a company that was kind of like that and had that much power. I just wonder. But anyway, this isn't a popular move with the donors because guess what? James O'Keefe is Project Veritas. There is no Project Veritas without him. Those major donors are there because of James O'Keefe. He's what gives them confidence to donate. And they're not happy about this. And they have written their own letter to the board of Project Veritas regarding a demand from donors to cease actions threatening Project Veritas's mission. It says, Dear Project Veritas board members, our firm represents a large group of significant donors to Project Veritas who have grave concerns about the board of directors' reported action to remove founder and CEO James O'Keefe from his leadership position. It changed the structure of Project Veritas entities and their boards, raising the risks for the entity's charitable status, and operate Project Veritas for purposes other than those for which the organization was established. They think there's something fishy going on. Now, maybe it's just a coup. Maybe it's just a pure power move. There's a lot of money in the coffers, and there are people that want that. And they want it for reasons that aren't really much to do with the original mission of Project Veritas. Perhaps. I don't know. This is speculation. But the donors aren't happy. we won't read this whole letter because it's fairly long. Let's just go to the conclusion. We understand that the board will be meeting tomorrow and that, at least at present, may be intending to take further steps towards reducing Mr. O'Keefe's leadership role and authority, resulting in redirection of the mission of Project Veritas. We ask that the board immediately cease and desist from taking such steps, as they risk violating Virginia charitable solicitation and trust law, as well as the governing documents of the Project Veritas entities. We also ask that the board immediately cease using Project Veritas funds, which were solicited using Mr. O'Keefe and his reputation for purposes of carrying out the organization's mission, in any manner contrary to that mission. Board actions, including official actions and unofficial disclosures, which damage Mr. O'Keefe's reputation, have the further effect of negatively impacting the execution of Project Veritas's mission. Please also consider this letter a request to preserve all tangible evidence, whether held by the board or by its members personally, including all documents related to the subject matter of this letter. So, what looks like a coup from within Project Veritas, it is meeting resistance. Resistance from the people who fund the thing. I don't know how much this will affect the process, because, frankly, this whole thing just seems really fishy to me, especially coming right after the Pfizer expose. And then just the nature of these charges, I gotta say, I find it highly suspicious. And again, James O'Keefe is Project Veritas. Anyway, please subscribe, like, and share. Sharing really helps me out. I thank you for that. I will see you next time.